pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Gators, and welcome to another edition of Swamp Talk. I'm Sean.
And I'm Jake.
Happy birthday to you.
We'd like to take our time to quickly remind you to buckle up while driving. Motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death among teens. And of the teens who die in crashes, approximately 55% of them are not wearing their seatbelts.
And now for short sports with Jacob Brown.
Welcome to Short Sports. I am Jacob Brown, and most people have already probably filled out their college basketball brackets for March Madness this year, and there are a lot of favorites going in. Kansas, North Carolina, Michigan State, and many other teams are being regarded as favorites going into this tournament. I think that Michigan State is going to win. They have had so much failure over the last few years that I think they're built for a win this year. They have Valentine on their team. He is a senior, and he's projected to be like Draymond Green, who is a star player for the Golden State Warriors now. Valentine is the leader of this Michigan State team, and I think he can definitely lead them to a championship. So I'm picking Michigan State to win the March Madness tournament this year. Moving on to the National Hockey League, this Tampa Bay Lightning division, the Atlantic Division, has turned into a three-way brawl that will most likely last the entire season. It contains the Florida Panthers, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Boston Bruins, all within a few points of each other for that first place position. Right now, the Lightning are slotted in at the third spot behind Boston and Florida, but they're all within 2 or 3 points of each other, so these are not set. It's not like the first place team has a 6-point lead. All teams are within 2 or 3 points of each other, so the Lightning still have a chance to win the division, but for the rest of the year it's going to be an all-out brawl, so the Lightning are going to have to continue to play the way that they have. So, for this edition of Short Sports, I am Jacob Brown, and we'll see you next time.
And this guy's a liar. Well, you don't know anything about business.
Well, I don't know anything about bankrupting 4 companies.
Where was Donald? He was firing Dennis Rodman on Celebrity Apprentice.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
If he builds the wall the way he built Trump Towers, he'll be using illegal immigrant labor to do it.
He lied, 100%.
If he hadn't inherited $200 million, you know where Donald Trump would be
no,
right now?
no,
Selling watches in Manhattan.
This is another area on which Donald agrees with Hillary Clinton.
I think Bush did a hell of a bad job. First of all, very few people listen to your radio show. That's the good news.
A lot of these positions that he's now taking are new to him.
When you say crazy zealot, are you talking about you?
You may not be aware of this, Donald, because you don't follow this stuff very closely.
I know you're embarrassed. I know you're embarrassed, but keep fighting, keep swinging, man. Swing for the fences. I watched him melt down, and I'll tell you, it was one of the saddest things I've ever seen. We had a lot of fun up here tonight, I have to tell you. Thank you for the book.
Donald, relax.
Go ahead, I'm relaxed. You're the basket case.
That's it for today, Gators. Tune in after spring break for another edition of Swamp Talk.
Enjoy it.